What's happening, party people? Just got a sharp pain in my elbow. We're back with more Miles Morales, and from what I remember, yeah, Finn sucks. Well, Finn is doing crime for the greater good. One of those wrong thing for the right reasons. Oh yeah! I forgot we had a really sick outfit on. What's going on, Arrow? Yeah, so Finn, our friend, is doing crime, and our uncle, the Prowler, was like, "Hey, if you're trying to get close to your crime friend,
You're set up in the Kingpin's office space?
don't go there as Spider-Man. Go there as normal teenager Miles and do crime with her to get on her good side."
How'd you get involved in all this? The underground, the Tinkerer.
Tinkerer's a nod to my role. I built everything. The masks, the weapons.
Programmable matter.
Right. The underground tried to rob my granddad's shop and saw what I was working on. We made a deal.
I know you're after Krieger, but what do they get out of it? Besides guns.
Notoriety. They want to be so well known, they can get away with anything.
And you're good with that?
I can't take on Roxxon alone. Come on.
So yeah, we have to totally act like we're not Spider-Man.
You need to jump from the crane to the balcony. Show them you're fearless.
They're watching?
Through the windows. You have to do this. Come on, you'll be fine.
Look, they're not letting me walk any faster. Finn, I'm going as fast as they'll let me.
Gotta do this without giving away I'm Spider-Man.
Exactly.
Come on, Miles. Make it look good.
Don't call the cops. Don't think of any alternative. Nope. We need to infiltrate our friend crime. Okay, I'm gonna be real. Just as like a normal person, there's no way. She didn't even do like a roll when she landed to help circumvent that momentum. She just jumped and like landed on her 2 feet. Hell, put a spider tracker or some shit.
Gotcha.
So am I officially in the club now?
Sure. But watch your back. These guys take a while to warm up to new people. Here it is, where the plan comes together.
So, your plan. How does Newform fit in? Krieger's saying you stole a
I
shipment.
stole one canister. I'm making some adjustments.
I don't know this.
Don't worry about it.
This world has Daredevil. Search the definition of
Right.
human pretty far. That's fair. I guess. This is just like your aesthetic.
Not now. You've gotta
What is... Okay, this looks cool as hell, but what is the point? You have a bunch of busted monitors. You have your hacked monitor corridor. I guess if they're all busted, yeah, like that screen's cracked. If they're all busted and they're of no use, might as well make a cool aesthetic out of it.
Oh, man.
Alright.
You built all these?
Yeah. As long as the new weapons keep coming, the underground stay loyal.
Oh, so the screens you do normally use are also just
New
busted.
enemies, new solutions.
You mean Spider-Man, right?
This week's Most unwelcome surprise.
Filter out those with epilepsy tunnel. So, fun fact, epilepsy just refers to a general seizure disorder. Photosensitive epilepsy would be the one that filter. I mean, even then, like, it's flickering, so I feel like it's the people who designed the game are purposefully didn't make it flicker fast enough to be an issue. But like, I'm epileptic, but I'm not photosensitive epileptic. That's the difference.
How many times do I have to explain it to him? Miles, I need to deal with something. Hang here, okay?
Oh yeah, sure.
Neat.
That's my chance. Gotta figure out where she's keeping the new form. Might be able to find some clues in here.
Are they real? So they're really gonna let the new guy just stay like unsupervised? Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm just gonna wander around. Don't mind me. Yo, nice.
Ooh, Fisk would not like this.
Nice.
Secret rooms. Good place to hide a deadly fuel source. Bridge attack's getting the underground a lot of press.
How do you do, my fellow kids? Oh, man.
Lugging it around. Maybe they brought it here.
You're not wrong. Miles, you have to tell us if you're a cop.
Stupid bridge. Stupid new form.
It's a lot of cash.
Even more downstairs. Old man's basically funding us, whether he likes it or not.
More downstairs.
I mean, this is all money stolen from Kingpin, so it's fine. Let us all do crime, fellow teens. How do you do, my fellow felons, my felon fellows?
This, a supply crate?
Yeah, some asshole can raid a booby trap or something.
Love a good challenge.
Gather clues on new form. Alright, anything else? Okay, I can interact with this over here.
This stuff from Martin Lee's gang?
Yeah, trophies.
Gotta establish dominance if we're gonna replace Fisk and run New York.
These guys are well trained if they took down the demons. Wonder where they train. Might be using Fisk's secret rooms on the ground level.
Break time's over, kids. Group 2, head downstairs for training.
Sounds like where I need to go.
That's me, Group True. Group 2.
Gotta update Genki.
Living costs have to be dirt cheap New York or something, says in DC, where every damn city has at least one hero. New York has like 30. But then New York City, like the island of Manhattan has dozens alone. But I can't think of a single superhero from Marvel from New Jersey. You know? Right across the water, can't think of a single New Jersey superhero. His heroes will operate within the boundaries of a few blocks. The Thing. The Thing protects his street. Like, there's a couple very famous stories of just The Thing hanging out on his block.
Who are you texting?
My mom. Yeah, she needs me at home.
Right now? Really?
Yeah, her wrist is in a cast. I need to help with dinner.
Did you tell her I'm Thanks. You can head out that way. See you back here soon?
Definitely.
You should have asked if there's an easier way to get in.
Let's see if they keep their secrets downstairs.
Hell yeah. Alright, finally, we're back to Spider-Man. Protects Hell's Kitchen, which, from what I hear, is a bunch of gay bars, clubs, ramen places, theaters for acting. Matt out here doing the Lord's work. Alright, what is it? Yeah.
Genki, I'm in the vents.
Nice. Did you find out where they're hiding the new form?
Not yet, but I saw Finn head toward the basement, so I'm gonna try and follow her.
Hey, when you're crawling through vents, do you ever feel like you're in a movie and start humming suspenseful music to yourself? And then think about getting caught and put into a cell suspended over an alligator pit, and then making a bomb out of gum wrappers to escape?
Wait, what? No!
Cool. Just curious.
Alright.
Okay, I'm in the atrium. I need to shut down some underground training exercises. Then I'll look for a secret room.
Alright, I think... Yeah, that person was the highest up. Nope, fuck. Hang on. I'm gonna restart last checkpoint. I want to try and do this without getting caught. Do some stealth shit. It's just reloading the room. It's not... No one's here. No, no one's here. Don't worry about it.
You didn't see that coming.
Alright, Nope. No one here. Don't mind me.
Can't hide forever, Spider-Man.
Out for the count.
Hang on, let me get up somewhere safe. There was a blind man. Then dresses up as a shredded gymnastic ninja devil. I'm sure he gets treated very well at the clubs and bars. Plus, the theater must be nice because he can sense what the Hectors are doing. And I guess he really likes ramen.
Hey, someone give me a hand.
No. Like, yeah, that sounds like an awesome neighborhood if I'm being honest. Nope. Nope. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me.
This one might go slow.
Okay. Yo, Blair, what's going on? Alright, so there's a group bundled over there. What's going on, Madness? Let's... Oh, absolutely. My partner fucking loves Daredevil because of that. When Daredevil Born Again started on, when Daredevil Born Again started on Disney Plus, my partner and I started watching it. And her exact words were, "I've missed you, my little Catholic whore." Those are her exact words about Daredevil. Which is pretty accurate. Can I, like, reach them all the way down there? No, I don't think they'll... I can! Oh, hang on. Allow.
Here, take 5.
Allow. Nuh-uh, there ain't no one here. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You're done.
Get over here! Someone, help me out! Is this yours?
Alright, fine.
We'll kill you!
All good, Blair. You're not strong enough. Every time. It's always so funny when they hit me with the, "You're not the real Spider-Man. Not even the real Spider-Man could stop us. You're not strong enough." You're right. I'm not the original Spider-Man. But Miles objectively is more powerful.
Okay. Still no sign of Finn.
She must have gone somewhere. I read this interview with Fisk where he said he loved art with a purpose.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. But they also found a bunch of secret passages in his house hidden behind
Electro
art.
Punch
So-
Rhino.
Yeah, gotcha. I'm looking.
Alright. Lightning Wizard. Alright, find the new form. Ah, you look important. Hello?
Wait, are there any big statues around there?
Yeah, I think I saw one.
Might want to check it out. Fisk and...
Hey, I think I got something.
How does that... Oh, I twirled the sword. Okay. I was not clear what I was doing.
Goes deep.
Lots of
But yeah, Miles has
like this.
bioelectric powers
When the other Spider-Man came
and
around.
also
He should've
camouflage.
built a faster elevator. Maybe he would have gotten
Like,
away.
either one of those would already make him, like, cooler than Peter, but he's got both.
Hear all that noise in the atrium? Must be hell of a training exercise today. I know you don't want to talk. The 3 people got sick after the break. 3! We know how they
It's the deal we made.
But if we're getting sick too?
You can't hack it, you can get out. The underground doesn't have time for weaklings.
You hearing this? New form is making the underground sick too.
They're so callous about
You get a
it.
space alien just to fly about people. Look, so Spider-Man 2 has an incredible story.
the new
I
form?
think some of the
Safely?
fights do become a bit repetitive. I do think the game is a little overly long, especially if you're trying to do everything, like all the side quests and stuff.
Safe. It was hot. Buzzing.
What I like about this game is it doesn't overstay its welcome. It is like the perfect length,
Tell everyone
and
not
the
to touch
gameplay
it.
is so varied because of Miles' additional abilities.
They're hideouts. New form's gotta be in one of them.
I need a clearer picture. Then I can narrow it down.
We don't know enough about this stuff. What it is, where it came from.
My brother created new form.
They went too little. So,
Chief chemist.
from what I understand,
Roxxon killed
on
him.
2, they had to cancel because of the. Hang on, let me. Yeah. I just don't want to miss anything in this cutscene. So from what I understand, because of the leaks that Insomniac had a couple of years ago now, they had to cancel some DLC. From what I understand, the Carnage side quest, the cult, the Carnage cult that appeared in Spider-Man 2, that was supposed to lead to some DLC and then maybe lead into a standalone Venom game. Like, they had tons of plans that they have had to scrap for various reasons. Obviously, they had to scrap some because of the leaks that they had a couple years ago. The actor who played Venom passed away, Tony Todd. He passed away last year. Yeah, just various. We love Sony. We love their security. Now, to be fair, this was Insomniac's security. They operate under Sony, but I don't think they use the same. I'm not saying it wouldn't make sense to, but like, we can't jump to a conclusion that a company that for 90% of the time operates pretty independently. You know, Sony trusts Insomniac. There isn't a lot of oversight. It's mostly just, hey, we know you make good stuff and you make us a lot of money, so like we're gonna come visit you every now and then, see how it's going. But I don't think they use the same security as Sony. But you're right, Sony does also just have shit security. So, we don't know what's going on internally at Insomniac. We haven't seen a whole lot from, like, Wolverine in a while. Yeah, we haven't seen stuff on Wolverine in forever. I think the leak of information fucked them up more than people realized. I think internally they had to scrap a bunch of stuff by the new security system. Yeah, no, honestly, that's fair. Now I was gonna say something. Oh, but yeah, I agree that, like, the side quest, like, I can think of maybe 3 major side quests in Spider-Man 2. What I mean more so is that I really enjoy the stealth aspect of Spider-Man games, but the combat, like, around the 3rd act of the game, the combat started feeling really repetitive. Like, I wasn't really having fun with the combat in 2. In the 3rd act. No, like, huge spoilers, I guess, for the story. We will play it on stream eventually. But just because of how tanky enemies got in the 3rd act of that game. Enemies got really tanky, and it felt like an uphill battle, and I just was not having a whole lot of fun with it. I trust Insomniac to let it cook. Oh yeah, I feel like Insomniac would rather delay a game than go for crunch culture. Insomniac had really bad crunch during the development.
I won't stop until Roxxon's gone. Are you with
Oh,
me?
it's sitting right here in my messages. I just forgot to hit send. I forgot to hit enter on it. My bad.
I need power. Generators, car batteries,
My bad.
whatever you can find. Bring them to the theater.
If I had a nickel, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. Classic. Oh, Venom Dash.
Whoa! Is that a new move? Man, I don't even know what I did, but it worked.
Okay, do you. I'm gonna research the map you found. See what got there.
Cool. I'm gonna keep shocking guys.
Ow. I thought I had a finisher. I There we go. Yeah, no, I had a go live notification fucking typed out and I just forgot to hit enter. It's always something. Oh.
I cleaned up that photo you took of the map.
I have faith in those two shows in particular. I do have some faith because from what I understand, the original creators are also coming back. It isn't just that they're rebooting the shows for the sake of trying to bring back a popular IP.
What about a theater? Finn mentioned one.
A theater, huh?
From what I understand,
That's
like
Don't
obviously
dramatic.
You said it.
Dan
That's
Povenmire.
Gem Theater.
Sounds
Dan
like that's where she hid the
Povenmire.
that's
Dan,
next
yeah.
stop.
Dan Povenmire like posts a lot on social media and talks about like what's going on with the development of the new season of Phineas and Ferb.
Cool. I'll add the hideouts to my to-do list and hit you up when I get to the theater.
I'll be here. I figure out why Speed Nonagon keeps crashing.
Finn's not meeting the underground at the gym.
Hey, this is just like the end of Resident Evil 2.
Probably has some time
That's
to check the app
awesome.
or whatever else needs doing.
Service elevator. Diagonal service elevator.
Not to be a jerk, but
Alright, suits. We got new suits. The end. Oh no, he's a prepper. Oh no, Miles Morales is a prepper. He's ready for the end of the world. Oh no. Alright, skills. Press cross when landing on an enemy during Venom Dash to perform a free Venom jump. Okay, All good, Blair. Also, apparently the Gumball one have a pretty solid foundation of what they want. Some people think they may have seen the writing on the wall for the stuff Cartoon Network was doing at the time. Regardless, I hope it works out well and the cast comes back. Yeah, I hope... In general, I never want an artistic venture to fail. I never want anybody who's working on... Like, it's the original creators of the show coming back to work on something that they, you know, enjoyed working on dearly. I hope these things do well, but also I hope that there is a fine line, because it's been years since these shows went off the air. I don't think enough time has passed for them to change drastically, and I'm not saying they need to update for the times or anything, but they need to understand that, like, a lot of their original audience is, like, grown up now, and maybe just now having kids to, like, show the new show to. Multiverses had zero mention of Gumball, even though half of the characters would be fun. Genuinely, like, thinking about a character from Multiverses, I would want Penny from Gumball. Gumball's girlfriend, the shapeshifter. I would love Penny in Multiverses. That would have been awesome. When defeating an enemy with Venom attacks, the final blow doesn't cost... I want Nicole. Honestly, a Gumball stage would be really fun. With a lot of stage hazards that have, like, a lot of cameos from the show. Like, the giant, I think his name was Hector. Like, the giant showing up, like, other kids from, like, their school. Nicole was built different. Alright, what is this one? Venom stun enemies knocked into other enemies will transfer their Venom status. I'm not super jazzed about any of these. Like, it doesn't feel like I desperately need them. What's down here? Oh, I gotta complete challenges to unlock these. Okay. Alright, so I think what we're gonna do now is,
Hey, my buds, dudes, now pals.
I think what we're gonna do, something that we started doing last time, is that,
Reaping its way up the coast. Oh yeah.
we're just gonna, like, pick up collectibles as we pass them.
Oh.
Like, we're still gonna be heading for quest objectives, but... Are you feeling the exaggerated swagger the IGN review mentioned? I mean, I just think that Miles is a cool character to play as. Like, I think it has a lot of the same heart in the writing that, like, the other Spider-Man games have. Like, one thing I genuinely appreciate about these games. Line is so stupid, it's funny. Oh yeah, no, it is a stupid line. How do I, like, for writing teenagers, quote and unquote, a lot of times that's really hit and miss because you have a lot of people who are like 30, 40 something who haven't been teenagers in a long time writing the dialogue and writing these scripts. I want to say it's only cringe maybe like 10% of the time. And that 90-10 split kind of makes the 10% cringe a little endearing. Like, I'm not mad at any of the writing. And even still, I don't think I would have any right to be. You know? Like, none of the writing actively makes me go, ugh. And even if it did, I don't think I would have any right to be mad. You know? Did you see the movie Turning Red? Yeah. That was pretty good. As somebody who grew up, like, in the time that that movie takes place, like, the characters in Turning Red are only, like, I want to say, God, what year does the movie take place? Like, 2005? How old, wait, how old are they? Oh no, they're like 13, right? They're 12, 13? Yeah, they're a little bit, they're a bit older than how old I would have been. Called it cringe. Oh my god, like, it's not, see, that's different to me. Because it's written honestly from the perspective of freaking children, you know? Like these are children. If they're cringe because they're children. That it's written honestly and earnestly.
You might say they're overground?
Keep working on that one.
I liked Turning Red. Let's hear it for Generational Trauma's the bad guy yet again.
And not friendly.
Your suit says that was 300 kilojoules. How is that just ow?
Benefits of bioelectricity, I guess. Power can be supplied all locally.
Any sign of the power source?
Several. Bet these cables lead the way.
Electrified barrier is next level. Maybe they got nervous after someone infiltrated Fisk Tower.
Who do that?
Oops, that's crazy. They're gonna find that body. Watched it. Most unrealistic part was the mom admitted she was wrong. Same with Encanto.
I like your new place.
the shit I've seen from, like, in real life regarding, like, generational trauma like that is it takes decades of work with the parent to undo that level of shit. Because when you're a kid, people don't want to believe that you understand what's going on. You know, people don't want to believe that you can quantify what's happening or how you feel, like that you don't understand what's going on, you don't understand how you feel. Shit, alright. We should call these generational power fantasies. Yeah, we, God. The generational trauma that exists in real life, a lot of times, depending on how, like, deep it's ingrained. Yeah, I think sorry, I lost track of my point. It takes years of work with the parent to try and unravel that. You know? Sometimes it will take parents years to even admit that they didn't parent right. Because everybody wants to blame other people. You know, it's like, I wasn't a bad parent. It was bad, you know, it was television. It was bad influences from things that weren't me. You know? They don't want to admit that they fucked up as a parent.
Hey, what was that? Feels good to see our name everywhere.
Oh, you shouldn't have left. You shouldn't have left.
Siesta time.
Finally know the name.
Stop you this time!
I've seen some sheer copium from some parents who caused 3 out of 3 kids who have fucked up childhoods
Now we gotta
not
turn
see
that
the problem. L1.
Alright, drained it. Feeling good. Now for the others.
It doesn't help that a lot of times these bad parents come from the Gen X generation nowadays, and the Gen Xers, the Gen Xers are the people that we call boomers nowadays, and they're the ones who, you know, nothing is ever my fault. You know, I don't care about I don't care about empathy or things like that that matter. Sick. Ugh. Excuse me. Silent. From silent to please shut the fuck up. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, Blair.
Okay, yeah. Who wins in a fight? Shaka.
I had a friend pass away when I was a kid, and it's one of those things where I was so young at the time, I couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand it at all.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
Oh, there's somebody up there? What? Alright. Sorry, I left y'all alone.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, no, I went to school with people of like various ages. I went to school with, like, in college, I went to school with people younger than me. I went to school with people, like, way older than me. Not my unsupport, exactly. But, no, I went to school with a couple Gen Xers who had young kids. And hearing about how they parent felt bad, you know? Like, somebody I went to school with who... can I take you out? Somebody I went to school with was talking about how he parents his daughter. And he was basically trying to, like, unlearn her empathy. Where she would, like, feel bad for people, and he would have to say, like, hey, you gotta watch out for number one, you know? She's gotta learn how to take care of herself before she can worry about other people. Trying to unlearn the empathy that she was just naturally born with, because she certainly didn't get it from him. Like, him teaching her how to cook food for herself was literally him saying, hey, make dinner. Figure it out. You got a stove, you've got, you know, he would describe, like, here are the options, make food. Just make the food. It's disgusting.
No one's gonna forget the underground now.
Siesta time.
Was that a prank? Stupid. Wonder how strong these weapons really are.
Went to school with Dojima for Persona 4 Golden. Kinda. It's a fucking yikes.
Maria,
If I was like that, minus the make dinner party, so it's very...
Maria's not answering. Someone check on her.
Ooh.
There, I'll check it out.
Gross. Let's see, once again, if I can distract.
They're not here.
That time, bro.
Done. Dead, dead, and dead. Let's now turn this off.
Should be one more.
Are they still on my ass? No, cool.
No, you're lucky. Sorry. I knew I could do it.
Was there somebody else? I thought I saw... Is it just them down there? Huh. Cool, they didn't look at where it landed, they just looked at where it came from. Fuck you. Alright.
Here, take 5.
Alright. Can I shoot that?
Can't let that happen again.
Jose? Still with us? Someone go check on him.
Easier than I thought.
Taking us out!
All right, done. Don't worry about it. Took care of him.
Barrier's fresh out of power.
And prime for smashing.
Traditionalist when it comes to, yeah, that seems to be a recurring theme I've noticed.
That was the way to the main auditorium. Now it's blocked.
Oops. Maybe there's a staircase. Or an elevator. Like that elevator. If I can lift it.
Not what I wanted to do.
I could stick the gears.
Yes, I know I could stick the gears.
Gotta pull up that elevator, then get it to stick.
Rapidly. Oh, okay.
Pull and web the gear. Should stay up.
Hey,
There
man,
we go.
I'm thinking, what if you told Finn you're Spider-Man?
Yo, Finn. Not only did I lie about joining your club, but I'm also the guy trying to stop you.
Okay, yeah, we can work on the delivery.
I shouldn't have to better myself. Yeah, it's... Yeah. Again, and it comes from that Gen X mentality of, like, I'm right. You know, why should I have to learn anything? Like, my worldview is objectively correct. They don't want to admit they're wrong.
Armored silo looks promising.
Their brain stopped developing when they were 25 and they grew stagnant. This is... Okay, this is where we fought... Oh, no, this is a theater. I thought this was the bank. I thought this is where we fought the Shocker in the first game.
Really feeling like my gaming rig is underpowered right now.
Yeah. Finn's going full supervillain layer here. Are you seeing this giant armored container thing?
Totally not suspicious. You think the new form's in there?
Open it.
I got a hunch, yeah.
Open it. What if you opened it?
Container's got cables running away from it. No wonder. Rick's invention. Krieger doesn't understand new form well enough to make more, but Finn does. She mapped out how its reactivity works. That's one. Need to power the others. So why do you think I should tell Finn I'm Spider-Man? Don't you think she might react badly?
Let's make a pros and cons list. Pros. She's your best friend. Besides me.
Con, she's a tinkerer.
Pro. Talking to her is easier than sneaking around behind her back.
Con, the other Spider-Man was super clear. Don't tell anyone who you are.
You told me. Maybe if she knows it's you she's fighting, she'll rethink the whole Tinkerer thing.
Maybe you're right. Drywall's falling apart. R.I.P.
Bet.
drywall. Finn's been making new weapons to deal with me. Guess she told the rest of the underground to keep tabs. All right, that's two. Hope this is a good idea.
What's the worst that could happen?
Says the guy 30 blocks away.
Oh, I gotta connect. Okay. Yeah. Nope. Web tether.
3 down. 1 to go.
Be yoinking all the tech I can. Something has to pay the bill, you know?
Roxxon bad intel so they don't get close
Hey,
to
so I
her.
found all this cool tech in the villain layer. Hey, U.S. government, do you want some of it? Do you want some of it?
Looks like Finn's making a new mask? Shield? Soon as I find a way around the Underground's weapons, she comes up with something new.
Okay, so connect that there. Oh.
No one's here. I could look around some.
Ah, okay, so we can connect that
Can't make a direct connection.
with that.
Might be able to use that relay node to run a daisy chain.
There we go. All right.
That sounds promising. Gotta check Finn's supercomputer.
I'm sure this is fine. This is in no way, shape, or form a bad idea. Look, all we're doing is just,
Finn.
you know,
Finn's pumping energy into the new form, making it unstable like my venom did.
Which exploded the bridge. So, what? Does she want to...
what could possibly go wrong? My last words, moments
Not the
before the
deer.
explosion. Moments
Roxxon
before
Plaza.
the incident.
What?
What could possibly go
How
wrong?
could she...
It's not open yet, so there'll be no casualties. But I can't let her do this. I'm taking the new form. Come on! Crap!
Spread out. It's here somewhere.
Ah.
I need to get the new form. After I deal with her glow stick army.
Just to put it out there, what if Finn's right? And this is the best way to beat Roxxon?
Finn's not just talking about throwing a rock through a window. She wants to blow up a building on my block. If any part of her plan goes wrong, people will get hurt. I can't let her take that chance.
You're right. Let's get that new form out of here.
Now you're lucky, Dave. Sorry.
Underground down!
Blowing up the plaza? That's your plan? It's a terrible plan.
Nuh-uh. Ah, fuck. They saw me. No. What? I mean, God. Was that Iron Man 3? Where he gave them his home address? And then was not surprised, like, had no right to be... I don't think he was surprised when his home got bombed by the Ten Rings, or by the quote-unquote Mandarin. Buildings, it can always be rebuilt. Your reputation when something exposes your clean energy. Something that literally kills you.
Venom tears it apart.
Good! Keep doing that!
He webbed me.
Okay, now for the new form. Okay, see? No!
Can't let you take that.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Seriously?
I just want to talk! Vic! Tinkerer! Stop!
So you can steal my new form? Not a chance in hell!
Hey, Genki! Ran into Finn!
What's happening?
She grabbed the new form! I'm chasing her across Manhattan!
Oh, crap. Okay, how are you gonna stop her?
Step 1, catch her. Step 2, I'll get back to you. Oh, move.
Back off! This is between me and Roxxon!
You know,
How about we use our words? How about you stop being so flingy? Oh, she's not tired yet. It is not going well.
Where are you?
I don't know. I'm dodging explosions. I need a new strategy.
I'm thinking about.
Do what you said.
Ow!
The
Oh!
truth?
Ow!
Yeah, as soon as I catch her. Tinkerer, I gotta tell you something. Slow down.
Do you think I'm stupid?
You want to hear this. I promise.
Step off, Spider-Man!
I watched a video the other day about a trope in media that this is falling under.
Oh crap. Not good.
In media, there is a trope called debate and switch. And I would highly recommend people looking up information on this. Maybe if I can find the video again, I'll post it later in like general or something. But debate and switch is when a writer sets up an interesting moral dilemma, and instead of trying to come to a reasonable conclusion or a reasonable answer that is satisfying, they instead, like, they introduce a moral gray. And instead of resolving the moral gray, they instead make one of the characters do something crazy and insane. And instead it changes from like a, well, both people are kind of right conversation to just a, person is bad, take out bad person. Finn reminds me a lot of...
My mom would be very upset.
Miles?
Can we just...
You two on the roof! Freeze!
That could have gone better. I think she cracked a rib. Or 3.
Hey,
Superhero
how'd it
stuff
go with
was
Finn?
brought up a lot in this video, yeah.
You still at my place?
I'm actually at home. My parents get back next week, so I thought I'd clean. but I can come back.
Nah, it's okay. I'll call you later. Now what?
Let's find a collectible to go grab. How many more? Okay, so we can head south.
Hey, Uncle Aaron. I need some advice.
About what exactly?
Just everything. Are you free?
I can wrap up what I'm doing. Call you in a few.
Thanks, man. Talk to you soon. I have no idea where Finn is. Or the new form. I guess I should kill some time till Uncle Aaron's free.
Huh? But despite our best efforts, progress concerning humans often occurred after great violence. Yeah. War drives so much technology forward. But yeah, so what I was gonna say is, Finn reminds me a lot of Amon from Season 1 of Legend of Korra. If you pay attention to that character's writing in Season 1, they introduce this really, moral gray area of, like, okay,
first off, Jonah, let me say what an honor and pleasure it is to
non-bender oppression seems to be real. This is a real concern that, like, real people have a problem with, is non-bender oppression. And Amon is, he's using violence to create this conversation, but he's creating a conversation about it. And then in, like, the second half of the season, or, like, the last third of the season, Amon pivots to just bombing the city, which accomplishes no part of his goal, and instead he starts to be written as just a crazy, like, terrorist. His goals no longer seem to align with what he's doing. We have to save the non-benders from the oppression of the benders. He's just bombing the city recklessly. And nobody ever, for the rest of the show, non-bender oppression is never brought up again. They do not resolve this moral gray area. Even when a bunch of non-benders become airbenders in Season 3, there's not a single person who is like... There's not a single person... Oh. Well, didn't I just grab it? Yeah, I did just grab it. Yeah, not a single person who becomes an airbender is like, this means something to me, or this doesn't feel right because of, bender oppression, or, my friends are now treating me weird because now I'm a bender. It just is never brought up again. That plot line is really interesting, never resolved. An example that was brought up in this video and again, I'll try and find it so that I can properly source, properly cite this video. I'll find it later and I'll leave a link in the Discord. But an example that was brought up that's really good in terms of resolving these gray areas is Kung Fu Panda. The gray area of Master Shifu and his issue of being a, like, pseudo-antagonist in the first movie, trying to push Po away, and filling Tai Lung's mind with ideals and dreams and hopes, only to have them ripped away from him. Like, Shifu is not a good person in the first Kung Fu Panda movie. But instead of just saying, wow, Tai Lung is crazy, Shifu says, you're right to be mad. And they both resolve their arcs in, like, the same scene at the end of their fight, at the end of the movie, and it's fucking beautiful. It feels like they wanted to do, like, there's a recessive gene in people that could make them airbenders. I am still dumbfounded at how good Kung Fu Panda 1 and 2 are. I think I like Kung Fu Panda 2 more, but that's just because DreamWorks is, like, the only company that absolutely kills it with sequels. God, ow. Air bubble. DreamWorks, like 9 times out of 10, knocks it out of the park with sequels. And so many other companies, like, phone in sequels or drop the ball really poorly. And create just, like, really unsatisfying...
Supplies are being stolen from a feast truck.
But yeah, I'll try and I'll find this video in my YouTube watch history later, and I'll cite it. But yeah, I'm just saying that Finn reminds me of that trope. Because Finn brought up this really interesting point of eco-terrorism, where it's like, hey, we have to use violence because that seems to be the only language they understand. We have to use violence to get rid of, you know, we're gonna destroy this building for the sake of helping people. And it's like, okay, like it was said, buildings can be rebuilt, reputation cannot be. People cannot be rebuilt. People will die. But the eco-terrorism is like, okay, we're going to destroy this building, we're going to destroy these facilities while they're empty. No lives are going to be taken. Okay, I can kind of get behind that. I can get behind that. For the sake of saving my own ass, don't do crime in general. Don't do crime. Yeah, this is a public PSA of don't do crime, but in terms of this fictional story, it's like, okay, I see Finn's point. But then it just became like, oh, Finn's building a bomb to show how bad New Form is. And it's like, oh, people are going to get hurt. Finn no longer has a valid point. Finn is now crazy on her revenge trip. Finn is now crazy on her revenge trip. She no longer has a good point. All of the issues with New Form don't matter anymore because she's crazy and is building a bomb. Debate and switch.
Which is scheduled for demolition in the new year, has been taken over by squatters. And isn't it just perfect karma that this garish monument to the ego of a
Finn is also very stupid in her methods. Yeah, and it's
overrun by a bunch of freeloading bombs. Next thing you know, Spider.
It's unfortunate because I really want to love these characters, and I do love these characters. You know, I think these games are still very good. I just have an issue with the conflict resolution. Blair, don't worry about it. There is no obligation to hang out. Full disclosure, I cannot even see who all is watching. I thought you were still hanging out. I had no idea. I do not know when people leave. I do not see the numbers. I don't. There's actual medical records show literally all scientists working in New Form died. You could quite literally report that to the damn news. It is not that hard. Yeah, I don't see the numbers. I don't see viewer names. Do not know when people leave. Oh, nice. I hope it went well. There we go. At least don't go for building, go boom for first resort. It's selling Windows stuff. I mean,
Underground don't need this.
Yeah, it can be a very competitive market, and like the idea of selling people on things can, you know, leave like a really bad feeling in the stomach, you know, like it doesn't feel awesome, but all right, before I go there, let's clean up some more collectibles. $18 an hour plus incentives. Average amount yearly is 70,000. That sounds really nice. Well, too far.
Skyline wasn't this nice when we hit a capsule in the wall here. And time flies.
Awesome.
Nice.
How did you get it up that high? How did two children get the capsule? Alright. We'll head to the pier in Hell's Kitchen. Be an employee, so that's a nice, instead of like instead of a like a contracted position, you'd be a full-time employee. Oh, a contractor. All right. Oh, it's right here. Fuck. I saw it. Don't worry about it. I wasn't going to try and break that big box behind me thinking it was in there.
More tech parts. Works.
An app user just posted that a donation stand's being robbed.
How these capsules are in places that a child shouldn't be able to reach.
Stop me if you heard this before.
Wherever it is to come off. Mm-hmm.
Millions of dollars of property damage followed. We're still tallying up the damage from Rhino's rampage. Then the bridge disaster. And now it seems the Junior Menace decided to go for the hat trick with his new frenemy, the Tinkerer.
I'd be a full-time employee. Just help me with the word. Yeah.
A prison cell and hash out their differences in private, somewhere very, very far from New York. And
all right.
I gotta call you back. All right, Miles. Spill it. Give me the whole situation.
Finn, Roxxon, Underground. It's just a lot, you know?
You're 17. You're stressed. And you're a superhero.
Hell yeah.
You gotta cut yourself some slack. You still making beats?
Not much since I started this.
Work-life balance, kid. Most important thing. Here. Little project your dad and I started back in the day. Our mixtape. Had rhymes ready and everything.
How come I never heard about this?
Cause we never finished. We sampled street noise around the way. Wanted the city to be our beat. But your dad had the masters. And after things went bad between us... But you can finish what we couldn't. Plus, it'll take your mind off work.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What do I do?
Load that up. I'll walk you through it.
Kingdom Hearts roguelike mod. I've seen randomizer roguelike mods for 1 and 2. Not the other spin-offs like Chain of Memories, but I've seen, or not spin-offs, but not the other entries, but I've seen mods where it's like every time you enter a room in Kingdom Hearts 1, it's like a randomized room from somewhere in the game. So like somebody made it to the forest in Wonderland between the Queen's Castle and the the Tea Party, like that little forest area, and it had like 4 or 5 doors in it. And he was super excited because he was like, "Oh, cool! There's like so many options for me to try and find something."
Okay, don't think about Finn. Focus on sounds. Clear my head.
Scan the holograms and it'll unlock files on that drive I gave you. Help you figure out which sound you're looking for. Now try and find the original sound and grab a clean sample. Back up a little. Your levels are clipping. Not a match, though. Keep looking.
No. There we go. Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
With building the kit and
Yeah, that's
everything.
it.
Damn. Nice.
Rest of the sounds you need are spread across the city. I left a few messages for you too, to help you get a feel for each location.
Oh, dope.
Not now. Hey, get something you like?
Yeah, really unique dynamics.
See? Old man still knows his stuff.
And you were right about clearing my head, too. I know what to do about Finn. I gotta see her. Try to talk her out of all this.
In person? Where?
Trinity Church. Tomorrow night. Why so interested?
Because you got a target on your back the size of Jersey.
You don't have to protect me.
Are secretly Olympic
Someone should.
goals because these places seem to be out of human reach. I mean, all they did was just record a sound of the buoy from the dock. Like, that seems
You said
reasonable
you
to
never
me.
finished this tape because of how things went bad between you and Dad. What actually happened between you two?
It was complicated.
Nobody in
Too
Marvel lives in
similar.
Jersey. Exactly.
Too different. Finish the tape. Get all the
I'm actually
samples.
curious because I mentioned it.
You'll get
Hang
the
on,
whole
Marvel
story. Promise.
superheroes
Alright.
from
Thanks, Unc.
New Jersey.
Trinity Church. Remember, Tinker is yours, but leave the boy alone.
Man, I needed that. I was beat.
Wish Chicago got more love in the comics.
Okay. I'm gonna call
All right.
Finn.
So according to the marvel.fandom.com, Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, Pepper Potts, Happy Hogan, and Janet Van Dyne are characters that I recognize that live in New Jersey. Chicago appears a couple times in Invincible. Hang on. Marvel heroes from Chicago. Alternate universes, points of interest, residents. Riri Williams, so Ironheart. It says Moon Knight lived there for a time. There's a few characters here that I just don't recognize. Oh, Mariah Hill. Angel Dust. Visitors. Ghost Spider, Spider-Man, Miss Marvel, Captain America. Visitors to Chicago. Anybody can be a freaking visitor to Chicago.
Who doesn't love an ohm meter? Nobody. That's who.
Nerd.
Mom?
Freaking nerd.
Genki? Anyone home? I think it's just me. Mom's room's starting to look like Mom's room. Mom's killing it. No way she's gonna lose.
I'm rooting for you, Rio.
The room's been a little crowded with me, Mom, and Genki all here. A little music would be nice. Never gonna get tired of this one.
We're just looking around.
Bridge attack didn't slow Mom down.
Marvel has the OG Blue Beetle. Yeah, DC has Blue Beetle, Plastic Man, Hawkman, Supergirl, and at one point Nightwing all operating in Chicago. Nah, Nightwing's in Bloodhaven. You can't trick me. Miles, wanted to let you sleep. I'm at campaign headquarters. Text if you need me.
Kinda nice to have the apartment to myself. Hard to think of Ma as a little kid. Abuela's still getting mail here. Gotta forward it to her.
During his Teen Titans days, but eventually moves to Bloodhaven. I mean, Bloodhaven could be a county in Illinois. I think Bloodhaven was based on
Still here, Rick.
a city in New Jersey. Like, it's right near Gotham, and Gotham is meant to kind of be New York. Like, it's tough to say because DC has just as many fake cities as it does real cities. Like Metropolis, Fawcett City, Central City. Gotham has Illinois license plates. I mean, to be fair, in like the Dark Knight movies, they weren't even trying to make it Gotham anymore. It was just Chicago. Like they were filming it in Chicago, and it was just like in Batman Begins, they were doing some really interesting, like, unique looks for it. But by Dark Knight Rises, it's just Chicago.
Right.
The fuck is this? Robbers target local biz. Harlem Feast shut down. You see the L train? Yeah. Gotham was in between New Jersey and New York. New York is a separate city and is next to Metropolis. So it is like 2 cities away most of the time.
Time to call Finn. Hope she answers.
Hi, Spider-Man.
Finn! Hey, we need to talk. In person.
So you can lie to me again?
So I can make this right. Please. Meet me at Trinity Church. No more lies. I promise.
If you're screwing with me... Fine. I'll see you there.
At least she's wrong.
Spider-Man, hey. I'm Caleb. Good to meet you. Saw your mural at Teo's.
Oh, that's the other guy. But I'm still here to help.
Every business on this block's had inventory stolen over the last few weeks. Paper products, kits, sanitizers. We're all local. We can't swallow a loss like that.
Did you report it?
Sure, but no one's taking us seriously. Camila, she runs the restaurant next door. Decided to look into it herself. Went down to the shipping center that supplies all of us.
I'll meet her there. See if I can help.
Thanks, Spider-Man. Good to have you looking out for us.
Yeah, we can just walk there. Going on a friendly neighborhood spider jaunt. Nah.
Hey, Genki. I'm looking into some robberies on Harlem's main strip. Caleb's Clean Cuts and Panafuerte.
Oh, I love Panafuerte. Did you try the arepas?
I can't eat before I do intense superheroing. It's kind of like pool rules.
Right, totally. So, what's the plan?
Track down the stolen inventory, find out who did it, see if it's connected to the guys who robbed Teo's Bodega.
Sounds good. I'm on call for tech, map, and thinking through problem support.
These games have such good soundtracks. Eating and drinking upside down. Physics be damned. Exactly.
Cops? What's going on?
Witness said a woman was.
We'll have to
stuffed in
kill
a
these
trunk cover
cops.
arguing with some ex-con types. We got an ID?
From an Oscorp cam. Camila Vasquez owns Panafuerte in Harlem.
Oh my god. They kidnapped Camila. I had to try and find her. The cops won't like me interfering. Maybe if I get a look at the clues. Camila definitely fought back. Need to figure out.
Spider-Man, this is an active crime scene. Back off or I'll take you in for obstruction.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
Make myself harder to spot.
Cops even bother at this point. Just deputize Spider-Man.
Anything turn up? Hard to tell what's important and what's trash.
Robberies were reported up north by a guy named Caleb Ward. Could be connected.
Dude's in the way.
Spider-Man, get out of here!
Nuh-uh.
Or not.
You heard what happened with the subways?
This new spider apparently fixed the trains.
Yes. Now I can get a look at that clue. Jacket from David's Complete Auto Repair.
Significantly more hostile. I mean,
Hey, you know where I could find
he's
David's
wearing a
Complete
mask.
Auto Repair?
He's wearing a mask.
There's 12 of them in Manhattan.
Need to narrow it down.
Alright, showing him the little Spider-Man watch.
Parking garage receipt.
Yuri. He was friends with a
David's
cop.
Complete Auto Repair in China.
Where's Yuri right now? Why isn't
Sending you the address.
why isn't Miles Spider-Man friends with Yuri? Damn, that's crazy. That sounds like a crime happening.
Chinatown. Woman matching our Vic's description. Seen in an alley. Let's move.
Hey, Spider-Man. Any leads on our inventory?
Yeah. The guys who stole it, I think Camila caught them in the act. They kidnapped her.
What? You're sure?
Positive. Come on
Yuri
over
quits
and
at the end of
help
the first game DLC. I forgot about
Good
that.
thing you came by when you did, Spider-Man. Thank you.
The City Never Sleeps DLC. That one I haven't played in years. I didn't replay the DLC when I played through the first game on stream. Maybe I will at some point. Yoink.
Could make something new with this.
Get the hell away from me!
Cops! Everybody go!
Boo.
No, no! Just let Camila go!
Am I seeing this right? Camila's in that car?
Yes!
That's speeding through Manhattan, dangerously close to crashing?
Yes!
Oh my god.
Camila, please be safe. Group up.
I'm like losing ground fast.
Please be okay, Camila.
There we go.
Camila, you okay in there?
Hell yeah, we did it.
Need to get that trunk open.
Please, help me!
Are you okay, ma'am?
Spider-Man, I didn't expect you to. But those men,
It's okay now. You're safe.
those men were paid to steal our inventory. Drive us out of business. They're holding it at the docks on FDR.
For a few weeks at most. Oh, I thought it's been like
Do you need help getting home?
3 months.
No.
I thought it's been a few months.
Gracias. You saved my life, sir.
Like under a year, but definitely
Yankee,
more than
Camila's
just a few
safe.
weeks.
She caught those guys stealing inventory. Said someone paid them to do it.
About that, I did some digging. Someone anonymously filed a request with the city to use eminent domain powers and condemn Camila and Caleb's block.
Has to be the guy paying our criminals, right? So he can move in?
Totally. I put in a counter request asking for an investigation into whoever's trying to buy the land.
Dude, you're a genius. I'm headed to the docks to get the supplies back. Call you soon.
Yeah. True.
Crates. More crates.
Damn.
They hide the supplies.
It's crazy that there are crates
Those
around
guys
here.
know. If I listen in, I can figure out which crate to open. Can't let them see me.
You hear the boss wants to shut down Feast? The main one or the one in Harlem? All of them. Bet he buys the land there, too.
What? You do not mess with Feast. These guys aren't helpful. Need to eavesdrop somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean they're both Spider-Mans. What's wrong with Spider-Mans? Why is one Spider-Man's cool and one Spider-Man's isn't?
Planning to do with that stuff? Barber shears, napkin holders?
Probably dump it. You can get started if you want. Green crate with the white star.
Got it. Now I can take these guys down.
What was that noise? Damn! He's out cold! I beat up scrawny punks like you every day!
Now there's no Spider-Man here.
Can't let that happen again.
There's no Spider-Man. Pete dying. Fine. Correct. He's mowing right through us. Then maybe you should stop. No.
Harlem 1. Alpha guys working for mystery boss? 0. Now to find the goods. Green container, white star.
Green container, white star.
That's it. Supply should be in there. Block my other. Got it. And now to get that inventory out of the crate.
There, Spider-Man! Get him!
For real? More of you?
Get out of the way!
Your boss gave you rocket launchers? This guy's serious.
Any luck with me? Give me your big shot!
I'm not letting you guys run a bunch of nice people out of business.
Guys, we can't lose to this
Ozer? How dare you? I'm Spider-Man.
We need those.
Cut it out, man!
Anyway.
This is it. All the stolen supplies.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, Caleb.
Look at my magic trick.
Bring a few trucks
Look at my
down to the
magic
docks, and
trick.
I hope you move it back.
Incredible.
We were ready to file for bankruptcy and close our doors for good. Because of you, we're back on our feet. Thank you. 1,000 times. Thank you. You ever need a haircut, drop by. It's on the house.
How would that work with the mask?
I've seen stranger.
Oye, you need food too. You're a growing boy. Mira, come by Pana Fuerte anytime. We'll wrap up something nice for you, okay?
Appreciate it, both of you.
Everyone on the block feels the same. Done us good, Spider-Man.
Yeah. We stopped crime. Let's head over here.
Doing good work out there, Spider-Man.
With your help. Any leads on our mystery guy?
Yeah, I'm working on a short list. So far I've got Vulture, Scorpion, Tombstone. Don't think Electro could pull off something like this.
That's a lot of big names. But we'll deal. I want him out of our neighborhood.
Aw, this is the first time you've called it ours.
Don't make it weird.
Too late.
Hey, I landed right by it. Let's go.
Got a couple ideas on how to use this.
Marvel stuff. Marvel, you know, it's goofy. Marvel ultimately, comic books ultimately are goofy. They are all silly. Web bomb unlocked in New Game Plus. God damn it. The drone, remote mine, gravity well. Eh. Increases the maximum energy amount of camouflage. Energy. Oh, okay. Yes, please. Hold to yank down stealth cocooned enemies, causing them to impact the ground and web up nearby enemies. Oh. Okay. Again, not super... I guess that's pretty cool. Yeah. That's a real sick fucking suit. Venom suppression resistance reduces the length of Roxxon venom suppression. Create a concussive force when underground weapons are shattered. Yeah, just increase my defense. Attacks after a perfect dodge do 50% more damage. Generate a small amount of health per hit on venom-stunned enemies. Yes, please. Place that one. My friend tried to get into Marvel. The reading list got too much for him, so he got burnt out on comics for a bit. Unfortunately, not a lot of easy entry points. I always recommend the purely standalone, like, oh, if you want to read Daredevil, my go-to would be like Daredevil Yellow, which is like a retelling of his origin story with like the added context of hindsight, you know. And that is a purely standalone book, you know. If you want more, if you want more afterwards, awesome, but there's no prerequisite reading for Daredevil Yellow. If you want a Spider-Man, Spider-Man Blue. Superman, I would recommend like either All-Star Superman for All Seasons. I would say Superman for All Seasons would be my go-to Superman entry point. Didn't even bother for DC. X-Men. Oh man, I would say Astonishing X-Men by Joss Whedon. Yay, I know. Was that by Joss Whedon? Astonishing X-Men for sure. Those 2 volumes. X's for Extinction, Days of Future Past. Like, I think there's a few... Well, Days of Future Past maybe not so much, but I think there's a few good standalone... The problem with getting into X-Men is every writer wants a different lineup of X-Men, because there have been dozens and dozens of X-Men, but you can only really realistically keep, like, 7 characters. Like, 7 main characters to keep track of in your X-Men formation. So, like, every single run of X-Men is going to have some required reading or some level of understanding of who is this character. Any New 52 issue on a Rebirth because they all start at points with minimal knowledge required. My issue with New 52 is that I wasn't a huge fan of some of the changes, some of the designs. Like, the only New 52 I would like wholeheartedly recommend would be the Shazam New 52, and that's just a 1-to-1 for the Shazam movie, you know? I don't know. I think I would probably recommend Rebirth first. Definitely, but again, like, there's so many good standalone, like, for Batman, I would recommend the Batman comic that got me into all comics was Long Halloween. By the same people who did Daredevil Yellow and Spider-Man Blue. Notice a pattern, why don't you? I would probably recommend Long Halloween just because they're so, like, the style is so vividly unique. But then there's, like, foot away from this. Nah, he's fine. Look at him. Like, I think there's plenty of standalone Batman comics. Like, Hush, I think, is really good. But, I mean, of course it is. Black Mirror is really good. Or at least I liked Black Mirror. The one by Kevin Smith that had onomatopoeia in it, I really liked that one. Dark Knight Returns, Hush, Gotham. Yeah, but again, the issue becomes like Gotham by Gaslight is an incredible comic. It is a standalone reading experience, but it's also an Elseworld comic. It's so far removed from like actual Batman continuity. Yeah, it's really hard to recommend like events. You know, like, oh, you should start with Civil War for Marvel. That's a terrible recommendation. Do not start with events. But then it's like, okay, how much do I have to know before I could start reading the events? We need more onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia appears in the Caped Crusader cartoon on Amazon Prime. The new Amazon show that premiered like last year from like one of the creators of Batman the Animated Series. Completely removed from Batman the Animated Series. It's not like a continuation or anything. But Batman the Caped Crusader had like a... Was it a two-parter with Onomatopoeia? Like, it had Onomatopoeia in it. And it was one of the best... The episode I remember was really good. Like, I can't remember if it was like a lead-up introducing Onomatopoeia and then an episode about him, or if it was just like one big episode about Onomatopoeia, but... Need the next Wolverine movie to have... DC has a minimalist list and a comprehensive list for reading. Basically stuff that's necessary to know what's going on and supplemental stuff. But, like, my favorite Marvel hero is Moon Knight. And my first Moon Knight comic, I was so fucking confused. Because it asked that you had knowledge of Moon Knight beforehand. Like, who, some of the villains were and stuff, like an understanding of who Frenchie is and stuff. And I was just like, I don't know who these characters are, I don't know what's going on, but Moon Knight sure is cool. And then I read more Moon Knight stuff and I was able to piece it together. It was just an uphill battle. I think if I had to recommend a Moon Knight, I would recommend the Lemire run, or Lemire run, and then possibly go back for the Bendis run. In fairness, it's just Moon Knight in general. Yeah. Oh, I love him. What do I have equipped? Before I, like, equip new stuff. Okay, so this is Ghost Strike. Enemies can no longer hear Web Strike takedowns. While camouflage, I should be camouflaging more. Decrease damage from ranged attacks. Energy left behind after a successful venom attack becomes visible, can be absorbed on contact to generate more venom. Okay. Detects a line from an enemy to all other enemies that can clearly see them. Oh. Optic triangulation. On scan, marks enemies through walls, keeps them marked as long as stealth mode remains active. Interesting. I thought season 2 was going well. I thought season 2 of Moon Knight was actually like moving along. I know the MCU in general is in shambles. Like, I know the MCU is not doing well broadly, but I thought season 2 of Moon Knight was moving along like okay. Like, I thought they had a locked script for the season.
We in the business call that burying the lead. Hype it up. Let me ask you something, Danny. Do you ever think about what you're inciting? About your journalistic integrity?
More than some.
Because your campaign against Roxxon is baffling to an actual journalist like myself. You should be...
That sucks, though. If that's true. Hey, he did a flip. And nobody's impressed. But not more seasons? Oh, like Moon Knight's gonna be appearing in other stuff? Personally, like, call me selfish, but I want Moon Knight in tons of other stuff. I want to be excited for Avengers Doomsday, and I guess I am kind of, but like, I still kind of feel fatigued on superhero movies. Nuh-uh. We'll just leave those people with with heavy armaments. It's fine. That's crazy. Somebody should do something about that. I think the problem is they've already fucked up a lot of different things. I don't know how they can. I don't know how they can win back the good faith that they've lost. Like, I will still enjoy them from time to time. Like, I'm excited for the Fantastic Four movie, First Steps. I don't know what's going on with that. I haven't seen the second trailer. I don't want to know any more about it. I saw one trailer and I was like, cool, this is exactly what I want. I'm excited for it. We're already at the point we've had more. Oh my god. That's horrifying to think about. And so much of it hasn't been good. That would be awesome.
Get a time capsule under that fountain when it was first installed. It's been so long. Now they're doing repairs on it. Fountain loading. Voila.
And nobody picked that up. Nobody was like, hey, there's a box buried underneath this freaking thing. We have one more left to get. Let's get one more. Hey, real quick, let's just go get the last time capsule. We've got one more left to get. The issue is that a lot of directors who have those unique visions and those unique styles do not translate well to superhero stuff. Like, the woman who directed The Eternals is an Academy Award-winning director. She has done phenomenal work. Her other movies are awesome, genuinely. But The Eternals was so fucking bad. And I think that comes down to the writers. Like, Eternals was garbage. Which is, like, it's her most, like, commercially seen work. Like, more people have seen The Eternals than, like, all of her other movies. I wouldn't say combined, because I don't know those numbers for certain. But The Eternals was big Marvel movie. And it was bad. But yeah, I think it comes down to the writers. So I think the issue is that there are too many people trying to keep everything connected, trying to keep everything cohesive and together, trying to make sure everything fits, and we have to tease the next thing. Make sure we tease the next thing, you know? And the issue is that they have all these plans of all these things they want to do. Really should have been a TV series? Maybe? I have my issues with the Eternals. But now my issue with all the stuff that Marvel's been doing, if you look at old interviews about the Universal's
That was a hell of a way to tell me you're Spider-Man. What if I'd killed you?
You want me to feel bad because you almost killed me?
I want you to stop lying to me. I let you in the underground because I thought you understood.
I do understand. What Krieger did to Rick? Roxxon needs to pay. Not like this.
This is the only way I can beat him. I need you to look the other way. Please.
I can't. I made a promise.
So did I. Why'd you pick here?
Dad brought us to that concert. 7 choirs from 7 countries. Remember? Ghana was my favorite.
Ghana wasn't there. You're thinking of Guinea.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Ghana.
Guinea, Belize, Poland, Cuba.
South Korea, Thailand, Venezuela. You're right.
I usually am.
Usually. What?
Hey, Roxxon, why would you do this? God, I appreciate that the player's HUD is inside Miles's mask. I love that.
Gotta say, I'm disappointed, bud.
Krieger.
Yeah. See, Miss Mason? Kinda knew she was gonna be a handful. But you. I guess I was hoping that you and me would see eye to eye.
Where are we?
You're behind the curtain, bud. This is our most secure facility. And here the sausage gets made.
You're a real prick, you know that?
You know, when her brother and I were developing new form,
All you did was put your name on the patent. He said the only thing you knew how to do was sell other people's ideas.
Yeah, well, at least I still got a pulse, babe.
but let's not dwell, right? The first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna... Wow! That is awesome. Are those involuntary defenses? Oh man, that's hot. You see, I'm gonna get that mask off you.
We love bisexual villains.
What makes you tick? Because you just smell like next level bioengineering. And you know what that smells like to me, kid? That smells like money. Okay, I'm gonna hit the gym. Leg day, can't skip it. Get her to tell us where my new form is. Yeah. Can't really open a plaza without it.
Why is the queer character creepy? I don't think he's actually bisexual, but he definitely called Finn babe. I think he was more so referring to Miles's powers as hot, but he also didn't have to word it like that. He didn't have to say that.
Whoa. Are you okay? They were gonna kill you. Holy shit.
Tougher than I look, huh?
Let's find a way out of here.
Roxxon kept Rhino instead of giving him to the police. It's crazy.
Nothing about Roxxon surprises me anymore.
You okay?
I will be, once we're out. I'm shutting off security cams. Can you check that
That's the
computer?
same thing as like, we got Black Panther. Everybody punch him to charge his kinetic armor. We got Black Panther cornered. This is a great idea.
What did you find?
There's the exit. Through this office. We have to leave the base locked
He's
down
not a
first.
mutant. He's just got a visor that shoots lasers. Take the visor.
I'll go down to the floor, see what we're dealing with.
There's a reason that these guys are mooks and not in charge.
Door's locked.
Venom worked in the cell. Should work on the door. I can find whatever's powering it. Hello.
Doot.
It's unlocked. I'm headed to the floor.
Right above you.
That security door is our way out.
She's still that thug from Batman, exactly.
I'll handle the security goons.
You're just like one guy. You open the door. Batman's standing there. You know he will kill you. Figuratively. I didn't see nothing. What was in there? Nothing.
Out for the count.
Alert! We have an intruder!
The hospital bills will. Exactly.
There's 2 more ahead. Guess we're going in loud.
Oh, what? I was invisible.
You have orders! Catch this Spider-Man! Here! Catch! Stop resisting!
Let's... Fuck.
Opening fire! Keep up the pressure! Neutralizing Spider-Man! Here it comes!
If you were over here, taxes would skyrocket funds the NHS would need. Wonder how many Wayne Industry... Ah, shit. Decided to let Bruce Wayne do whatever he wants, set up charities and stuff. I mean, I feel like Batman keeps the Bruce stuff pretty separate.
Looks like some kind of record archive. Wonder what's on these computers.
Let me open the box. Let me open the box.
Hey, Roxxon's stealing your stuff.
From what I hear, you are too. Thanks for that, by the way.
You're welcome.
Triggering the override. There's a voice memo on here.
Sir, the police are asking about Reiner. What do we tell them? Our man at the Raft is setting up a special work release program. Tell the police Rhino's doing the little community service.
Can't believe they got away with this.
Door's unlocked, but I need you to force it open.
Can do. More info on Rhino.
I know he says he wants out of that suit, but let's face it, the metal onesie is the only reason anyone gives a damn about him. Just upgrade his armor. If we help him smash Kid Spider, he'll forget all about. about wanting out. There's nobody this guy won't manipulate.
There's nobody this guy won't manipulate. There's nobody this guy won't manipulate. There's nobody this guy won't manipulate. There's nobody this guy won't manipulate. There's nobody this guy won't manipulate. There's nobody this guy won't manipulate. There's nobody this guy won't manipulate. There's nobody this guy won't manipulate. There's nobody this guy won't manipulate. There's nobody this guy won't manipulate. There's nobody this guy won't manipulate. There's nobody this guy won't manipulate. There's nobody this guy won't manipulate. There's nobody this guy won't manipulate. There's nobody this guy won't manipulate. There's nobody this guy won't manipulate. There's nobody this guy won't manipulate. There's nobody this guy won't manipulate. There's nobody this guy won't manipulate. There's nobody this guy won Notes about Roxxon independent contractors.
We need an outside partner to track Tinker and Spider-Man for us. Tombstone's off the grid. Black Cat's gone straight-ish. What about the guy in the purple? What did he go by? What was his name? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Prowler.
Yeah, he'll do.
Guy in purple? That can't be. No, no way.
I wonder.
Another voice memo from Krieger.
I liked Rick Mason, I did, but bleeding hearts don't survive this business. Maybe we should set up a plaque in his memory or... name a bench after him. Huh. Yeah, I bet he'd love that.
Simon Krieger, bastion of compassion.
I can't let them go until I have my new form.
You shouldn't even be here. Your muscle was only supposed to grab the girl.
Yeah, he didn't like that. Here's the deal, bud. Spider-Man's the best leverage I got against Miss Mason. I mean, you caught them together. Well, I mean, you caught them, but it was thanks to your intel, so clearly there's something going on there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You agreed to leave the kid alone.
Uncle Aaron?
Ah, the kid. I love how you say that. It's just so paternal.
Let Spider-Man go, and I'll get you new form. Feed you underground intel, whatever you want.
See? Leverage. Works every time.
Nobody's seeing him?
Here's leverage for you. I've seen things. New form making people sick. What you did to Rick Mason. If I went public...
Yeah, but you won't. Here's the deal. You're a wanted thief. Plus all the jobs we've done together. But you'd be in the cell right next to mine. And we both know you're a little too self-serving for that. So, we're gonna head in and check on Miss Mason and Spider-Man.
Remember, bad guys wear horse blinders, like they're racing.
Kind of an invite-only party. Yeah. Bye.
Go there. No. Wait.
Do you know that guy? Is that the reason we got captured?
No. It's... I knew he worked with Roxxon, but I didn't think he'd sell me out.
I can't believe this. You led me into a trap. Why do I keep listening to you?
Finn, no. There has to be an explanation. I didn't know this would happen. Just...
Let's keep moving. They initiated a lockdown. That's the control room we have to get into.
So we need past those security shutters.
Got a maintenance panel here, but it needs power.
Let me see what
You led me into a trap. They captured me too.
attached to a generator. Just need some venom and we'll have power.
What do you want from me? They captured me too. I was locked up with you. They were beating me up. Dog.
Close to where I came in. There. You got power.
Accessing... I can't hotwire the shutters, but I can move machinery, like that crane.
Maybe we can use that. I'll look around.
They build engines for their APCs in here. Hey, I can raise and lower that crane. Is that useful?
Maybe this crane can help us out somehow.
Yes, but like... Okay.
Hey, crane's over this engine thing now.
Engine thing. I've got an idea. Can you move the crane back to the assembly line?
Yeah, think I know where you're headed.
Okay, this laser should activate the engine. Oh, crap. Laser shorted out.
Think I can reroute power.
Move this back over, and now I can... Up. There we go.
You're good. Use a laser.
One laser coming up.
Perfect. If I overcharge the engine, it'll be explosive.
And explosive is just what we need to destroy those
Yeah.
shutters.
Get down!
Let's go. Almost out.
Alright, I don't see what that accomplished.
That's our way out. Give me a few minutes.
We
to
could
get
have
out.
just thrown it right through the grate
Looks like they guessed our
anyway.
Not hard.
We didn't have to
There's only
electrocute
one
it.
exit.
All right, I'll take care of those guards. You get that door open.
One thing. Did you ever think about calling me to tell me you were Spider-Man? You know, after my parents died, Rick basically had to become my dad. I thought I'd miss having a brother, but I had you.
Finn, that won't hold forever.
Go.
The reflex of just web.
Go.
Those guys with the lights on their helmets can spot heat signatures. They'll see you if you try to go invisible.
Wonder how much of their R&D department is dedicated to fighting us.
Probably millions of dollars in untaxed money. You clear the floor, I'll work on overriding security so we can get out. I can still access machinery if you need me to move anything.
Nap time, bro.
You'll pay for that!
They know you're here. They're calling reinforcements.
Guess I'm doing this the loud way.
Ow. Alright, that's cool. Ow. Damn it. Alright. Before I bullshit in my way. No, that's an entirely fair question. She's... I'm not gonna say, like, oh, she's being unreasonable, but, like...
Those guys with the lights
It's a double standard.
They'll see you if you try to go
It's like, hey, if you really don't think you're the bad guy in all this, why would you not tell me about it?
You clear the floor, I'll work on overriding security so we can get out.
Because this feels like, you know, you're not telling me, even though we're besties, you're not telling me because you're afraid of how I'd react, because you know what you're doing ain't exactly ethical.
You good in there?
Yeah, those webs are holding the door. Whole base is on alert though, so be careful.
Your night vision goggles don't do shit if you're dead.
Not your lucky day.
Mm-hmm. Again, it goes back to the debate and switch thing of, like, okay, maybe her eco-terrorism could be... Ah, shit. Maybe her eco-terrorism could be justified if it's just like, oh, we're gonna destroy a building in the name of, like, helping people. And it's like, oh, okay. Reasonable. But then it becomes like, oh, we're gonna bomb the city. We're gonna bomb part of the city just cause, you know, to show people how bad this stuff is. It's like, well...
Listen, I know you don't trust me.
You're right, I don't.
What can I do to change that?
Stop going behind my back. And stop acting like I haven't thought this through. No one will get hurt when I take down the plaza. No one except Roxxon. You know they deserve it.
Just promise to talk it through with me, okay? Promise to listen. Really listen.
I've made up my mind, Miles. You need to start accepting that.
Then I'm gonna have to stop you. You need to start accepting that.
Wow, that actually worked. I got away.
I'm through. Meet me in the showroom on the far side of the assembly line.
See you there. Eso me gustó.
Coming?
Looks like they locked the doors. I'll find another way. What if we went public about Rick's death?
Do you have proof? Because I don't think the word of two vigilantes is gonna convince people.
There's gotta be a way. I think that's the exit. Hey. Lost and found.
Thanks. I know.
They were
this
terrorists of
place.
the plane, probably. Yeah.
This is Krieger's lab.
Krieger has a lab?
Mostly for show, but yeah.
Terrorists blew up our building. That's what insurance is for. Time to build another one.
Lab. Wait. All the current new firm project data's on here. Toxicity reports, failed safety reviews, and Krieger's name's on everything. This would destroy Roxxon.
You like my new color? Immune to your little zappy pops.
Zappy Pops? Come on, man.
Now, we finish this!
You handle Rhino, I'll take the guard. Let's go!
There we go. Okay.
Keep getting up. I'll keep knocking you down.
But I only need to knock you down once.
There we go.
The armor's tough.
Roxxon dollars at work. Spare no expense.
Anything they build, we can destroy. Keep at it.
Ow. Well, good thing I wasn't using, Good thing I wasn't using Venom.
You cannot survive.
Up.
Oh my god, he's throwing a tank!
That's fine.
Maybe if I charge the engines.
Okay, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. Just throwing that.
Here! Yes! Guess Roxxon didn't plan for exploding engine blocks when they designed your new armor.
Kick his ass. Literally kick his ass.
Down! Permanently! I'm not gonna kill the guy. That's not how it works.
And that is why you will lose.
Oh, come on. I hit him.
That fancy armor's looking a little shabby, Rhino.
Off of me!
Making progress. His armor's wearing down.
These are all surface.
Why you sound so tired?
Oh, I don't have a Venom Punch. Alright. Let me beat some people up real quick. Fuck, that was a waste of my Venom Punch.
Did you think you could escape us that easily?
Got something for you. His armor's falling apart.
Literally kick his ass.
His Roxxon armor's disabled. You're up.
On it. You ready for some zapping pops, big guy?
Yeah.
We're gonna break him.
This woman
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
Fall in backup! Big infamy!
Sleepy Alexi? Ready for... Wait. Just make sure he doesn't do anything. I'll be right back. Krieger Sato shut Roxxon down. The right way.
You know, Krieger told me how your brother died.
Well, that's how every, Ant-Man? Yes. Yes? In regards to the Avengers existing in this game, that's how all of the modern Marvel movies feel now. Every single movie needs to have, like, universe-shattering consequences, but they still never think to call in anybody else.
If Finn goes through with her plan... Oh my god.
not to die. Helpless.
No, no, no!
Go to hell.
Finn! What the hell?
Screwed up the bridge! Destroyed my lab! Got me kidnapped!
Finn! Finn, the reactor!
Come near me again. I'll kill you.
But... we're family.
My family's dead.
Genki. I need help.
Nobody saw.
Go grab a washcloth. Some antibiotics.
Nobody.
Miles? Where have you... ¿Pero qué pasó? What are you wearing?
I have to tell you something.
Nobody saw him drag Spider-Man across town up a flight of stairs.
Finn's attacking the plaza.
Yeah.
So that was you chasing her through the city. As Spider-Man. You could have died. No lo puedo creer. Why didn't you tell me about any of this? All those talks we had? How to keep yourself safe? But this?
I didn't want you to worry. And the other Spider-Man's gone. I just keep making things worse and worse. Now I screwed up things with you.
Miles. There is nothing you could ever do or ever be that would make me stop loving you. Nada. You give me strength, Miles. That's all a hero really is. Someone who's brave for the people they love.
Just a guy who doesn't give up.
Gloria's handling Feast, and Teo's gonna help us go door to door.
Perfect. Let's get this evacuation started. I'll meet you outside. You remind me more of your father every day. You stay safe.
Well.
Hey, I'm telling people in Harlem they need to evacuate before me and your mom go door to door.
Okay, cool. I wanted to say, thanks for always having my back, man.
Spider-Man 2 was weird.
Hey,
when he got a
before you go,
haircut and his hair was
I
longer.
want to cross-reference underground activity with buildings that could store Nuform. Maybe you could hack Oscorp's surveillance towers, or...
I'm in. It'll take a while to narrow down.
That's all right. Thanks, man. Gonna stretch my legs a little, then head out.
Your mom texted. She's working on this building, then heading down the block to evacuate people closer to the plaza first.
You still gonna help?
Totally. Soon as I find Finn's latest Nuform setup.
What do you think I should say to Finn when I find her?
I don't know, man. Get the Nuform from her. Then you can offer the olive branch.
Yeah, hope it goes better this time. You think you have enough time to get people out of Harlem?
Depends how long it takes Finn to finish making the Nuform explosive.
You're right. I should get moving.
Yeah, no, like a really distinct haircut.
Whatever's about to go down in Harlem,
Oh.
I hope our place survives it. Definitely feeling like mom's space now.
No, what I was gonna say when you're talking about, like, imagine being a DC D-lister fighting Batman, then Green Lantern shows up. One of my... Actually, it is my favorite show ever, Venture Brothers. It starts off as a parody of, like, a lot of different Saturday morning cartoons, like, Hardy Boys, Johnny Quest, like every single character is a like parody of something. Later seasons really dig into the superhero parody, like comic book parody. Early on, there's parodies of like, oh, the Super Friends and stuff. Like they have superheroes in their world, but from like season 4 onward, they really start digging into the a lot of the superhero stuff. And something that they have in place exactly for that reason is called the EMA, Equally Matched Aggression. And the idea is like every year, every superhero and every supervillain goes through a like bureaucratical like review to see like, hey, are you a higher ranking villain now or a lower ranking villain now? And the main villain of the show was explaining it. At the beginning of the series, the main villain had like legions of like hundreds of henchmen, a floating fortress, had like all of this money to fund all these evil schemes. He was a level 10. By season 6 or 7 of the show, I can't remember when he goes through this. I think it's season 6. No, it's the opening of season 7. He's going through where he's at now. He's like, I have a sidekick, a costume, and enough change to take the subway. I am a level 4 villain now. So he can't arch his real nemesis. He really hates the main character of the show. Like really hates this guy. And so he doesn't want to fight just about anybody, so he's trying to raise his ranking to go back to like fighting the guy that he really wants to fight. Bro, just shows the most distinct haircut possible, flaunt it in stupid spider suit. Or flaunt it in your spider suit. Everyone knows that Spider-Man considered Harlem. Miles is the son of a very public person. Yeah. No, that's... Yeah, Venture Brothers. I thought I said the name earlier when I was talking about this. Yeah, the problem is it's my favorite show ever, but it's really hard to like recommend it to people because early seasons, the show started in like 2002, 2003. So, early seasons, not all of the humor holds up, and they definitely use a lot of like language that a lot of words that aren't really appropriate to say, you know? So like it's my favorite show, and it's one of those investments where it's like, yeah, the first couple seasons aren't awesome. There are some standout episodes in like season 2. Season 2 has some of my favorite episodes of the whole show. Just in terms of like what they make fun of, what they parody. Like season 2 has a Scooby-Doo episode that's really fucking good. But yeah, it's one of those things where as the world slowly starts building on the parody, it builds its own ecosystem and its own foundation with great lore and world building and all these great tie-ins of like, oh, this thing from 3 seasons ago, it matters way more. Like, it was a joke 3 seasons ago, but now it's gonna like the central point of an episode, and it's actually really important. They tease a lot of things like that. So like, it's a show that is worth the investment, and it also incentivizes itself for rewatches. It's one of those things of like, okay, knowing what we know now, it recontextualizes a lot of early stuff. Like the second episode of the show, after like the second serialized episode, because there's the pilot, episode 0, and then there's like the first episode of season 1, and then like episode 2 of season 1. So the second episode of season 1. There's a one-off joke about movie night. Like this horrible massacre that happened, movie night. You gotta. It's a ghost story at this space station about this horrible like thing that happened at movie night, and it's like a weird one-off ghost story joke of like trying to scare the kids, like the main characters, and then it becomes the crux of the season 7 opener, like the 3-part season 7 opener, decades later. And it was one of those payoffs from, like, me rewatching the show. Like, it was a great payoff as, like, a longtime fan to say, like, oh my god, this joke was a real thing and this mattered? Oh, no. I adore that show. It's one of those shows that I can... It's a comfort. I turn it on whenever I need anything. Do we want to collect more just stuff? All I know about Venture Brothers is that Dr. Mrs. the Monarch is an icon. Oh my god, Sheila. Yeah, so in episode 0, in episode, that's also something that hasn't aged super well. In episode 0 of the show, she has an Adam's apple, just as an animation error, and there are a lot of jokes in like the first... I'll say that I think the first 2 seasons, they really drop the joke by the end of season 2, but there's at least 1 or 2 really transphobic jokes in early season 2. A lot of it being that, you know, at the time, Dr. Girlfriend, everybody was making like transphobic jokes about like her really deep voice. And in season 3, they just say, she smokes a lot, moving on. And, like, they don't make any trans jokes anymore, any transphobic jokes anymore. Like, they stopped making the jokes in, like, late season 2. And everybody's just like, yeah, she's just a beautiful woman. No more transphobic jokes. She's a beautiful woman. She's incredibly smart, incredibly capable. The joke of the character is now that she is married to an imbecile. She is married to a dork that she loves with her whole heart. And the relationship is great. I love them. One of my favorite... I get... Because, so, they want us to do stuff waiting for the plot to happen. I guess we can just go do this side quest.
North is shut down. Man, it's way too cold for people to be out on the street.
Yeah, I guess we'll just do this. Hello?
I should go as Miles. Figure out what's going on at Feast.
You know the Marge Simpson meme where she's holding a potato and she's like, I just think they're neat. I just think they're neat. Like, that's... I just think he's neat is kind of like it's such a cute Hello?
Hey Genki, I'm gonna talk to Gloria about Feast as me, not Spider-Man.
Undercover by not being undercover. I like it.
Hey Gloria, what's going on?
Oh yeah, like they are in love. The first season 2 has a weird love triangle thing that they don't really delve into anymore. Like the first couple seasons have a weird love triangle going on, but
everyone here,
it's one of those things where the relationships start extremely basic, and I don't want to call it shallow, but they have to establish things really quickly because it's such a weird universe. So they have to establish all these things to say, like, okay, they're costumed weirdos, you know, they're super villains and superheroes and mad scientists and super scientists and all of this weird stuff. But here's some relatable human things, like a love triangle. That happens in real life. Oh, he's kind of a wash-up writing on his dad's name, like the main character, Dr. Venture. He's a wash-up writing on his dad's name. That happens in real life. It's just that instead of being a wash-up, like, writing on his dad's name for, like, a real company, like Tesla or Microsoft, I guess, is a bad example, but, like, instead of, like, writing off of his dad's coattails for a real thing, it's because his dad invented crazy shit that revolutionized the world. He invented a space station, you know?
Not a fan of camping?
I'll get that.
Thank you.
No, it's
Gloria's girlfriend.
it's a great show. And then
Yeah.
HBO canned it. Not it. Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers canned it. They were halfway through making season 8, and then they said, actually, even though we said you get a season 8, you don't get a season 8. Make it a movie instead. If you need to wrap up your story, make it a movie.
Well, listen. Thanks for your
Take
help.
10 half-hour-long episodes, so roughly like 5 hours of content. Make it an hour and a half. Take 5 hours, make it an hour and a half.
Maybe I can fix this.
There's some great storylines that have like leaked online as like what they were planning for season 8, and I'm so mad. Yeah, no, it fucking sucks.
Blankets, or maybe.
Here.
But I liked the finale.
Thanks, man. Trying to keep this
Another thing that sucks, the show is really hard to find online.
I even bought a knife.
It is fully available on the Adult Swim website, with commercials, I believe. It's fully available.
Well,
okay.
Let me know if you need anything else.
The show is fully available on Adult Swim with commercials. All 7 seasons are available on Adult Swim. The first 3 seasons are on Netflix. Only the first 3 seasons. The movie is only available on Max. So the finale of the show is only available on a separate platform that doesn't even have the rest of the show. So you can watch the first 3 seasons on Netflix. You can watch all 7 seasons on Adult Swim's website with commercials. And then the finale of everything is on Max. Yeah, no, it sucks.
What made you come up north?
I got a niece up here. Goes to elementary school. I wanted to be close enough to see her.
Or you could just be me and own it all physically.
Did I overhear you talking about someone from the city?
Yeah. About a month ago. Shelter put in a new water heater. Inspector came by. He said we were in good shape. Then all this went down.
Yeah. You'd think he'd catch that.
Hang on.
I gotta run. Stay warm.
Just while we're walking around talking to people, I'm just gonna do a quick little fish, just see what we can catch.
Hey, you busy?
Working on speed nonagon.
Imagine actually owning things. Crazy.
The city swooped in like suspiciously fast to condemn the building, and an inspector said
Count
the pipes were fired right before one burst.
You think sabotage?
Definitely. Need to change into my suit.
I love them. I love them. Count Quackula.
I was at the other shelter for a while.
I should change.
I'm getting there. Yeah, I try to get as many physical copies of things that I like, in case of things like this, where it just becomes super hard to find, like, elsewhere.
The city will reopen the shelter if the pipes are fixed. Let's see if I can pull it off. Leads to a storm drain. Clogged by, trash. No wonder the pipe burst.
Yeah. Pokemon card.
Trash.
All right.
I don't think the water's running. Oh,
38. Good number.
how do you know that?
I did a clean
We'll just do a quick little cut.
So they're sparkling clean now?
Well, cleaner.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I'm just going to set those aside. 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 38. Camerupt.
Pump station's gotta be at the end of them.
It's my boy Camerupt. It is a second stage evolving from Numel, 130 HP, fire type. Number 323, the eruption Pokemon. It is 6 feet 3 inches, 485 pounds. Sounds like I picked good. Gen 2 and Gen 3 have some of my favorite fire type Pokemon. Camerupt is one of my favorite Pokemon. I don't even like fire types that much. Camerupt, Magcargo, and Torkoal are some of my favorite Pokemon. On the Switch to the silver border on Pokemon, I don't hate it. If I'm being honest, for any TCG, so long as the back remains the same, I really, like, they can do whatever they want with the front of a card. Like, Magic does it all the time, where they have different borders for different sets. Like, the Kaldheim set from a few years ago had, like, a really cool runic design along the border to give it that sort of, like, Norse feel. Yeah, Kaldheim had some. Unfinity, or Unsets, have, unique borders as well to denote them as Unsets, as joke cards. I don't mind the silver borders. So Camerupt has Super Singe for 1 fire. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. And then Cinder Cannon for 120 plus. Costs 2 fire, 1 normal. You may discard a fighting energy for this Pokemon from this Pokemon. If you do, this attack does 120 more damage. Holy shit. So if it has 4 energy on it, discard a fighting energy. This does 240. Damn it, I thought it was 420. 240 damage. Damn. Retreat costs 3, weakness 2 times weakness to water. Nice. Kind of miss the yellow because nostalgia. So you've been getting into Pokemon lately or something? No, I've been into the Pokemon TCG for a couple of years now. The issue is I just don't have people to play with. I prefer physical TCGs, but I got into, like, I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was a kid. I got into Magic, like, right out of high school. I got into Flesh and Blood around the time, like mid-COVID, unfortunately. Like, during one of the times when COVID, like, when things lifted during COVID, and then when things went back, I got into Flesh and Blood. And then I got into Lorcana and Pokemon. I got into Pokemon around the time Lorcana dropped, which I guess would have been 2023? But a friend of mine wanted to, like, try out a bunch of TCGs. And, yeah, I just recently got some packs of both, just to have stacks to pull from for, Twitch. So I stopped collecting cards as of late. I don't have a card store, so I'd have to spend a lot of money to get a complete set. I'm not even looking to get, like, complete sets. I'm one of those TCG players. I like playing whatever I draw, whatever I pull. Like, I can find something that I like playing in TCGs, which is why I really hate Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of my favorite TCGs, but I also fucking hate it because booster packs are fucking useless in Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're not playing into any of the current sets, it is very, or the archetypes. If you're not playing into current archetypes, there is very little chance of you pulling something from a random booster that you can actually put into your deck. You have to be playing into an archetype that is current for a booster pack to matter for you. Oh yeah, Pokemon has, like, the boss monster issue where it's like, hey, unless you're running like an EX, your deck is dog shit.
Definitely the guys I fought at the power station.
Okay, I get the bank heist and the power station, but why mess with Feast?
Let's find out.
Not what I wanted to do.
Finishing this now, Spider-Man! Get back! You're mine!
Tell me who's paying you!
Sure you want to be a hero?
Oof.
You gotta turn on the pump.
Punch a brick wall, you stand more of a chance of winning at that. Mm-hmm. Nope. Not what I thought. Just walk over and press the button.
Hey, clean up the rivers guy. Pump's pressure is in the red.
Looks like they messed with the valves. You'll have to reset them individually before you can turn on the pump.
Did you hear those guys? Their boss wants to run crime in Harlem. Drugs, protection.
Can't people just visit for the food and museums and not make a mess? Non-Spider-Man related question. Have you started Jane Eyre for Miss Maller's class?
I haven't done any homework since school let out.
It's wild.
Hang on a sec. Found a valve. This one's got a pressure meter. Probably means it's old. Oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap. I gotta web it. Need the water pressure right in the middle, or it could rupture the pipes again.
Yeah.
Gotta web up where the pipe burst.
What did you expect? Oh, okay, now I gotta wait.
One valve down, two to go.
Sure. That's not gonna hold. That's a terrible idea.
We were talking about winter break reading?
It's wild. I just finished this wedding scene. Can't put it down.
Are you reading right now? I thought you were helping me.
Yep, nope, I'm here. You have my undivided attention. As soon as I finish this chapter, 5 minutes.
Hey guys, wanna tell me who your boss is? No? Okay.
Yeah, that's not gonna hold.
Spider-Man! This here's a private business venture. You don't want to cross the guy we answer to.
That's crazy because the guy you answer to isn't here.
Now for the pressure valve. That's 2. One more, and I can turn the water back on. Behind trash. Cool.
Nah, 100%. They always, it's, the mind of a mook is wild to me. Like, what are you doing? Do you really think?
I need to turn on the water.
How often does Spider-Man win, you know?
Yankee, can you call the city? Get him to send someone to Feast North and declare it uncondemned.
One official sounding call from a high school student pretending to be an adult coming up.
Return of the Goon Squad. Need to get
The
rid of
Goon
these
Squad?
guys. Another one bites the dust.
What was that?
Tell me who you guys work for.
No way in hell. Take this kid out. Got you now.
No, you don't.
Gotta focus.
No, I'm not. That's crazy of you to say.
At least tell me where he is, so I can face him myself.
That dude just got shot.
Take this. Hey man.
I dodged out of the way and that guy took every bullet.
In the raft.
Oops.
Whoa.
Oops.
Right side. Maybe we can cut off however he's communicating with people on the outside. I'll look into it.
Now I gotta turn on the water.
Hello? Press the button. Let's do a quick lap, and there we go.
Water coming on? And now!
Great timing. City Inspector just got to Feast. Should be able to reopen soon.
Cool. I'm gonna head there and make sure Gloria's got everything she needs.
So, reasons for the boss of this whole shady operation to go after Feast. 1. The land it's on? Prime real estate. 2. Having a shelter in Harlem reduces crime, like, a lot.
And if he wants to be a crime boss, he actually needs crime to boss around.
Exactly. But we stopped him. Go team!
You think they'd give up?
Hey there.
Yeah?
Spider-Man. Hi. Always happy to meet one of you guys.
Oh, yeah, listen. I was fixing the water system and I noticed your shelter was affected. Should be fixed now, though.
That was you? Inspector just came by, said we're good to open.
Everyone can go inside.
Ah, Spider-Man, you've got perfect timing. Don't know how much longer we would have held out. Thank you.
Hey, Gloria. It's Miles. I heard Feast North is open again.
We had a little help from Spider-Man, if you can believe it. Thanks for stopping by. People in the park said you helped a lot.
Happy to.
Now get back to your winter break. We'll see you when school starts back up.
All right. Bye.
Nice.
Hey, I've been talking to a local street artist named Haley.
Do I have a new suit? Oh. Complete all friendly neighborhood Spider-Man app activities. We've got a lead. Okay, all the other ones are from doing, yeah, alright. Would win, and it had Insomniac alongside every movie Spider-Man, and the common response was they could all jump Insomniac and he'd still win. Yeah, 1000%. Press, well, camouflage, blinding flash. Oh. I'll take more Venom. Alright, let's... Camouflage, defeating enemy attacks. Final blow doesn't cost camouflage energy. Subnet took on the Sinister Six with 14 broken bones. Makes all his own tech on a Peter Parker salary. He's objectively built different. True.
She has a lead on where this whole bad guy Harlem takeover operation is set up.
That's awesome. Where can I find her?
She's super busy helping plan the King's Day parade, but I'll post in the app as soon as she's free. Oh, you've met her. Before the rally, remember? Street artist, uses sign language.
Oh, yeah. She's cool. I'll look out for your post.
Cool. Talk later.
All right. Still nothing? All right. Let's find...
Hey, I found Finn's setup, the Oscorp Science Center. It's closed for renovations.
Oh my... Our energy converter that won the middle school science fair. That's how she's gonna finish making the new form unstable enough to blow up Roxxon Plaza.
Whoa. It's like she picked it to get back at you.
Maybe she did. Thanks, Genki.
It's my job. Speaking of, time to help your mom evacuate Harlem. Later.
Okay. Oscorp Science Center. Finn needs to know what'll happen if she goes through with her plan. And if she won't listen, I'll take the new form. Destroy it if I have to.
All right. Let's. God damn it. Because this is like one of the last missions, if not the last mission. But I gotta get going at some point.
Sorry about this, nephew.
It's like they have spine aimbot.
Can't let you go back out there. Let Krieger and the Tinkerer kill each other. Go back to being Spider-Man when the heat dies down.
And what? Just hide down here? I don't get to pick and choose when I'm Spider-Man. I gotta stop Finn.
No, you gotta survive. I've been trying to teach you that, but you don't listen.
You want me to survive so bad? Why sell me out to Krieger?
Wasn't a sellout.
Yeah.
I'm serious. You were never supposed to get caught. Krieger broke our deal.
You want it back in the family, and that's the best you could do?
I saved your life.
You threw me in a cell!
To protect you.
Like this is protecting me?
Damn it, Miles! I'm not gonna lose you too!
And I'm not gonna let people die just to save my skin. You underestimated me.
Damn it, no! Don't fight me on this!
I don't want to, but I can't stay down here.
Then I'll do what I have to. Keep you safe.
This cloaking tech. I need to short it. This isn't about me at all. It's about you. You're afraid.
You don't realize I'm the only one trying to save you.
And I'm trying to save everyone else.
Give Miles some of that tech that's abs. Ow, fuck.
I have to try. You can't counter every trick.
Didn't your mentor teach you about picking your battles?
He taught me to put other people ahead of myself.
Whoa! Stay back, nephew!
Ow.
You don't get how the real world works. Dog eats dog.
Not if we make it better.
Going dark. I know it won't last.
If you don't get it, you never fought for anyone but yourself.
Maybe that's why I'm still alive. I'm not gonna let you go back out there. Throw yourself at enemies you can't beat. Know who else did that?
Don't say his name!
You want your mom to bury you too? I won't let you.
Holograms? More tech from your buddies at Roxxon?
I attack! You can't keep up! You're naive, nephew. Still a kid looking up to Spider-Man.
No, I'm the kid who knows people are looking up to me. You were never gonna accept me as Spider-Man. The risk I gotta take?
You're right. I'm done letting my family die trying to play hero. won't work forever.
Ow.
Without your power, what are you? Man, please, don't do it. Throw your life away.
I'll do what I have to.
Damn it.
What do you want to say, huh? You didn't ask to be Spider-Man.
God damn.
I know I messed up. I let you down. We're family.
Family? That didn't stop you from lying to me, manipulating me, fighting me? Being family isn't enough anymore.
Doesn't have to be like this. You, me, hating each other? That's how it happened between me and your dad. I don't want to repeat that.
I don't either. But I can't be the person you want to turn me into. I can't turn my back when people need me. I have to be better than that.
Love that boss fight. Love that boss fight.
Genki, my uncle just kidnapped me. Locked me up.
What? Dude, are you okay?
I had to fight him. Then I told him we're done. For good.
I'm sorry.
Most chill family super.
That can't have been easy.
It's what I had to do. I'm headed to the Science Center. Call me if things get bad in Harlem.
I will. Good luck, Spider-Man.
All right. Nah. I gotta get going. I'm looking at the time. I might be able to do it, but like, this is a long section. You know, fighting through security, getting to the boss fight, doing the boss fight, final.
Leave a message, and I'll listen to it eventually.
Final boss, final encounter, and all that.
I know I'm the last person you want to talk to right now, but you need to listen. Krieger updated the specs on the reactor. If you plug unstable Nuform into it...
Yeah, you too,
The
Arrow.
length of your message has exceeded this user's limit. Please hang up and...
I'll call her later.
All right. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. I genuinely appreciate it. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out. Follow me on Twitch. It's free. It's easy. It's the easiest way to know when I go live. There's also go live announcements in the Discord server, as well as polls to vote on the games that I play. This was voted on by the Discord server. Lots of games that I play were voted on by the Discord server. So if you want to say in what I play next, if you have a recommendation, I take recommendations over in the Discord server. All that good stuff can be found over there. That's really the place to be. Stream tomorrow. Probably not. We are almost done with God of War Ascension, but some stuff started piling up for tomorrow, and I just don't think I can make a stream tomorrow work. We'll see. We'll play it by ear, but tentatively, I'll put an announcement in the Discord server as well. Tentatively, stream tomorrow is canceled. Sorry, just, you know, life happens. Alright, socials are linked here in chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, socials are linked down below. You can find me other places online. Be good, be kind, treat people the way that you would want to be treated, and I'll catch you in the next one.